Okay, welcome back to Arknights. Yo, I'm tired. Like I need to get through this somehow. 6 hours ain't a long time. Okay, because the week may reset once, let me just deal with the base and stuff, and then we'll see like what shall we do next. Collect, exchange, trust,
ドクター、
yada
時
yada
間
yada.
があればの話だが、過去の知識を学んでみるのも面白いぞ。
Have a 4, have a 1, another 1. Oh, I already have. Okay, let's see. Then let me use the ones from what I got and send the rest off on their way. Okay, like that. I'm gonna keep one of each though, so I can send 2 trees. Okay, you need it. Okay, you need it. Can keep those for now though. Nice. Okay, now deal with all of this. Oh wait, it's not too bad. Well, the factory, yeah, but that's to be expected.
この部屋、面白いデザインだな。個人的にはフューチャリズムを反映したデザインの方が好みではあるが。
But all of these for now and the rest we'll do later. I'll have to like remember to tonight sort them out.
こたつはどこ
I just now saw that part. I don't know, like I don't know if I can continue the story. That's the part.
まだやらないといけないことが山積みだ。
If I can, I will. If I can't, I won't. Oh, what's here? Wait, why didn't I put people in there? Factory number 2 here. There we go.
私の寝るとこはどこでもいいけど、飼育室はどこ？
Nope, I want. Where do I produce these? Here. Take it. Thank you very much. Sweet. But I'm so fucking tired. Like I even took something sweet. It ain't helping. I guess just 6 straight hours of grinding. Yeah. But that's not gonna dishearten us. At least I can still speak, if anything else. Okay, let me get those. Okay, return from that. Yeah, I did have those two. Give me.
石見習いのアンセルです。
Okay, go down, down,
イカ
down.
のアシスタントを担当します。よろしくお願いいたします。
DP recovery plume, okay.
以前はラテラーの護衛隊に所属してお
Let
り
me
ました
check the tags before anything. Okay, nothing special, so we don't worry about that too much. Credit store, give me all of those, thank you very much. I don't need those. I don't need XP. Sweet. I don't need these, a lot of these. So I don't have to go through that. Dailies. Leave the weeklies for now. Vanguard, sure. Okay, I think that's all of the miscellaneous stuff dealt with. Yep. Okay, let's see, like, depending on if I can do the story or not. 7-1 was it? Oh, immediate story, give me a second. Also, I don't have my headphones on, so yeah. Let's see if I can still get into it. Oh, that's quite a different, like, beginning than the other chapter so far. Okay. An old monster once told me, what doesn't kill you only makes you stronger. I always thought it was stupid, but the guy's a monster, so maybe I do have to give this some thought. Does a bug jump into a flame to get stronger? So stupid. No, let's not talk about how dumb and weak a bug is. You know, no matter how strong a bug gets, in the end, it's still just a bug. If a bug jumps into a flame, all it proves is that the heat messed up its brain. Assuming it even had a brain, it obviously went mad. But what if I was to leap into the flames? Besides proving that I'm crazy, what else would that prove? I'd come out a bit sharp, but how would that make me any stronger? But we're talking about death here, and what does an undying monster know about death? Alas, such is the nature of the bitter death that none may resist. Okay, what was that? Oh, W. You'll still talk to me, that's a surprise. I thought you were totally caught up in your plan to destroy Langman, Tangela. W, you haven't given anyone notice of your visit. Ah, oops, my bad. I've been a mercenary for too long. Forgot all about that reporting every detail of my life to the boss thing. Sorry, leader. But, you know, I can't go all the way up to the top of the command tower, so I have to ask you to stoop to my level. Your sarcasm isn't doing us any good, W. Reunion needs the might of the sarcasm, and we should strive not to add any more personal conflict between us. Just call us devils. Only the bleeding hearts and self-righteous call us sarcas. As mercenaries, we know exactly what we are. Strange, devils, the inferior race of the banished. You mercenaries cannot accept this definition, nor will you take pride in it. Duh. But you people started calling us devils, not as a hate thing, or because it was catchy or whatever. Devil is a fear thing. You people call us that because we scare you. So us mercenaries like being called devils because we know exactly what it means. Oh, hi mate, welcome. And we always make good and sure anyone left alive takes the subtext straight to the heart. Oh, sorry, me yapping on about this and is like trying to show off in front of an expert, isn't it? We're a no-name merc squad, famous for brutality, but compared to you, why, that's like a worm trying to go against a crab. After all, leader, nobody scares people better than you. Inflict terror upon your enemies and provide warmth for your friends. To strike fear into our enemies and bring hope to our comrades, that is the way Reunion has always done things. So, driving Ursa's core city into Langman is also in line with a certain comrade's ardent wish? Our warriors are still bravely fighting inside Langman. They need our assistance and we will bring it to them. The infected inside Langman require hope, and our warriors here have expressed their earnest desire to be that source of hope. Everyone's wishes find harmony here, and the responsibility to see those wishes come to fruition belong to us, Reunion. This will also bring benefits to the Sarkas, I assure you, beyond doubt. What your kind seeks is not hope, so I will provide you with profit. Sarkas mercenaries like you, scattered between various city-states as well as those who pull your strings, you will drink deeply of the chaos between cities and countries, and it will nourish you. After Langman, no nomadic city is safe, your kind will find more room to expand and thrive, and your people will prosper. Oh, sounds like a good idea. A good deal. Just going off the profits, I'm totally on board. Tell me, W, what doubts do you still have? None. You've made a great case. What a standing ovation. No need. Then let's talk about my mission. Bad news is I failed. I didn't manage to bring back my target and she wouldn't give me a thing. That is not your fault. The kinship between Misha and Skullshatter was bound to lead to uncertainties. Why do you send me to grab the scientist's daughter then? Seems like you didn't even need her or her secrets for your big plan. Between the attack on Longman and firing up the city core, what was the point of her anyway? The authenticity of the key is still to be verified. I can personally verify that we've activated the core city, but the Union still needs full control over it, the way it stops. That's where the key comes in. Mephisto told me the one Don Geezer found in the abandoned city was the real deal. No, W, Mephisto would not tell you that. It would only be you spilling secrets to Mephisto while talking about extracting the information you want from him. So, is that bit news true or not? You're not interested in hearing my justifications, but you also don't plan on offering yours either. I have my own channels and might be a little more frank than I used to be. Oh, but I guess I could mix up my sources, something like that. W, if you want me to be more transparent, I can explain to you the details of my plan, all of them. Skull Shatter and your first operation tested LGD's response speed. It allowed us to adjust our strategy and improve upon our plans to take down Longman. Without your cooperation, we could not succeed. The key did truly exist, but was most upon Misha's death. The key that Patriot thought was only a backup plan to deal with this situation. I won't force you to tell me where your information came from, but my explanation should convince you. Alright, but leader, I want to know how many keys there are. Won't ask any more questions after that, okay? 2. Sergei Roem Chernobog scientist held one of them, and delivered it to Misha using special means. The other was held by Count Boris, former mayor of Chernobog. During our attack, he broke off a city plate to flee, however, he was unable to escape the catastrophe. The ruined satellite city. Our undercover agents in the city have kept everything there that we need. We can lure the LGD into an ambush given the proper distance. We have sufficient reason to capture the abandoned city, and the best use of it is to occupy it and turn it into a stronghold. You're really good at explaining things, leader. I'm all out of questions. Hey, I'm not asking too many, am I? Sorry to make you waste so much time explaining it to me. W. If openness can resolve the misunderstanding between us, I won't be stingy with my time. Come here, Fly, I need to kill you. There we go. In order to ensure our relationship of long-term mutual benefit, I will continue to draw up our future plans. Hopefully, this can slightly increase the trust between us. We will need to support each other to have a chance at overcoming the troubles to come. Really? I'm touched. Of course. I never liked this woman. The town they talk so much about this in private is so insanely boring, and this Tanwa talking to me right now is just another lying bastard. Oh, not to say that there's anything wrong with lying. I lie a lot, nothing stronger than a well-placed lie except maybe a bomb. The truth is like a cup of water. What good does it do when the whole house is on fire? But when I lie, I know I'm lying. I chew up my thoughts and spit them into ears. This she-dragon thought she lies so natural, it's like the words come out of someone else's mouth. Doesn't matter who she's talking to, it's not just tweaking a couple points to cover up her plans. She takes on a totally different form, turning into something they trust more, telling them what they want to hear. Radiant's most beloved figure is, of course, the leader, Tamula, standing here with me. She's a businesswoman, a trader. With Patriot, she turns right into a warrior woman. She'll show her true face one day, but not everyone will live long enough to see it. Besides, does she even have a true face? Is she an onion? You keep peeling off layer after layer until you realize there's nothing inside. I mean it. She was acting honest as a Iberian nun just a minute ago. She lifts her hand slightly. Huh, I know that trick. Right now she's like a cunning Sabra after a lifetime of reading and killing. Something pulls away there in front of me, and it's split second it melts away my whole body. Don't tell me you're ready to kill me after a little bit of teasing. Nobody has ever figured out the formless things Tamula throws around, but I know exactly what they do. Ruins, debris, things lose even their most basic structure. It's just like a fire without light. I'm her prey. I should have known. Kinda obvious, Drain Lady. The old Tamula wouldn't have showed her cards this early. Waiting to die or plopping down some long-wielded monologue before the end just isn't my style. I never thought about dying, at least not now. The small device I tossed out moments earlier while I was talking falls to the ground and booms into a ball of flame before me. A wave of heat crashes toward me. Luckily, the comforting warmth isn't hers. I'm no arts expert. In my experience, 99% of the arts are no match for this pure burst of energy. Explosions, heats, sharpness, shockwaves. It's an equalizing force that tears apart any enemy or me. I just need to draw out the stalemate a little longer until all the seeds I planted finish blooming. You're such a hard worker, Tamura. You even went through all the trouble to play out a sitcom with me. I knew it. You really would make a great actor. This dragon lady, I don't really hate her that much, do I? Those who don't know how to deceive cannot tell lies, and thus are not liars, and she is a monster soaked in lies. She doesn't need to lie. No wonder I get kinda okay, I admit it, kinda scared when I see her. I don't hate her, but I might really be afraid of her. And fear breeds caution. If you got your guard up, you're prepared. Your little tricks are actually able to neutralize my origini marks. I might have underestimated you. Hey, this little trick took me hours to put together. Show some respect, huh? But if a little bit of your fire was all it took to make me roll over and die, what kind of devil would follow me? You came prepared. You planned to attack me from the very beginning. You made the first move, Dragon Lady. Are you trying to torch me because I'm in pain? Or do you want to shut me up because I've seen through you? To punctuate my sentence, a wave of heat surges from my fingertips and leads toward me. Man, this dragon bitch just won't let me have any fun. I bend my waist and drop into an exaggerated row, making it look like I'm tying my shoes. Aim better next time. W, your dirty tricks have been exposed. You are now an enemy of reunion. Why do you oppose me? This is certainly of no benefit to you. Why? Why do you think this was my idea? I sure as hell didn't want us glowing at each other's faces this soon. Fact of the matter is, you attacked me first. Trying for a little shock and huh? I guess I have no choice then. I'll have to kill you before you kill me. Your insanity has deepened your blind confidence. Lying to me is no big deal. I don't really care who you lie to, how many people you kill, or how many people you lie to. But Dragon Lady, you'll regret lifting a finger against me. Am I the kind of person who says stuff like this? Maybe I really am losing it. Can't even call this insanity at this point. Seems more sentimental than anything else. I guess I really fucked up. I see. Pretending to be crazy and stupid had his own fault. Turns out I misunderstood your character this whole time. So considerate of others. What a lovely little devil you are. Such a colorful character. Not as lovely as you, of course, but you'll be even cuter once I rip your tongue out. Can't have it lolling around. You think your little traps are enough to kill me? Of course not. Did I ever mention that I set a trap? Better watch your feet. Might be a trap. Say, how many do you want? How many do you have? You pitiful thing, my flames have found you. You won't pay for your betrayal. Oh, creepy. What's the matter with you? What are you talking? Who are you talking to with a tone of voice? You. I know you hate these words, W. You also hate me for pointing you out your purpose. Well, thanks for being so considerate of my preferences. You think you can round me up with just, with the right phrasing? And like, my purpose. How many people you plan to kill has nothing to do with me, Dragon Lady. What do you know about me? You've got like 80 different plots within plots going on that in that noggin, and you're gonna guess what's in mine. W, you want to prevent me from using the core city to attack Magman. Oh? If you simply wanted revenge, you would not have chosen this moment. If you wanted to kill me, W, you could have waited until both Magman and I are incapacitated. That would have been the wise move. Trying to talk me into giving information was another cover. A mercenary leader who cares nothing for the direction of Reunion would not ask me, the leader of Reunion, about my plans. You know, I won't kill you as long as you put aside your interest in the war. Do that and I'll spare your life. I'm fond of you, W. You're a good comic relief, and I have no desire to execute a harmless Harlequin. However, a mad woman who will use any methods available to kill me has no right to judge good or evil, let alone claim to understand my plans. Are you really as violent as insane as the performances you put on suggest, W? Would you shut up already? You are not. You want to stop Reunion, you want to stop the attack on Langman, those are your intentions. Wrong, too easy to read. I didn't even need to make any plans to investigate you. You came here wearing your heart on your sleeves. That's a load of bullshit. I'll turn you into a puddle of gore and have someone dump you down the waste chute. Assuming there's anything left. Ay, ay, ay. I pressed the button on the device in my hand. A simple uranium detonator switch remotely operated chain explosions. A blazing light of destruction mixing with a deliriously pungent aroma. Waves of heat carrying fragments of debris overturning everything in front of me. Just as I planned, everything reduced to cinders. Even the most thick-skinned sarcas. Wait. Didn't I have a detonator mechanism for the explosives? Why did she plant her sword in the ground? Was this your trap? Try me, W of the Sarkas. Try again. Hold on, you! No fire, no burning. The hundreds of Virginia explosives painstakingly twisted into the steel foundations of the city are all gone. Where are the explosions, the heat, the shrapnel? Nothing. The place where I pointed the Virginium is deformed, melted, and warped. Drips of iron and the burned down paint covering it gives off a nasty smell, but that's it. My shrapnel, my blast waves, my lights show it's not going to happen. The cataclysm that I picture in my mind a million times over isn't going to happen. The cunning dragon lady must have poured her arts into her sword and channeled it deep into the steel beneath us. The heat radiated to each of my traps, melting them away. You figured it out. You're so smart, W. The world-ending explosion from all directions that should have blown her into a billion little pieces is nothing but a big wet fart. Alright, I've been throughoutly played. Oh, poor W. Dragon Lady, you're not half bad. Was this result also part of your plans? Let me guess, your backup plan is you'll show me an improvised suicide bombing spectacle, isn't that right? Let's not waste each other's time. Don't get too cocky. Little girl, say, are you even the same person right now? Even I don't really wanna know. I don't need you to define me. Choose your death, die by my flames, be thrown from the city walls, or be run through by my sword. Can you really finish me off? Steel must endure 1,000 triumphs in the forge before it can become a sword. A sword is destined from birth to be a weapon. But you are just a mortal shell that has not yet died. Ah, that would be an honor. To be impaled by this sword, would I be the first one? Unfortunately, you'll have to accept second. Now, if you're talking about people I've blown up, you, wouldn't even have a number. Am I going to die? I guess so. But what's so bad about death? There are many things worse than dying. So when you feel like you're done for. As long as you're prepared to stuff worse than death, you'll even manage to surprise yourself. Now I think it's about time I also blow this joint. Did you actually... You blew yourself apart right in my hands? I thought you'd be more afraid to die. Though your reflection didn't surprise me, you yourself did surprise me a little. You had some potential as the opening act of a farce. I hope your death was painful enough, W of Victoria. Did she die though? After a battle, 31 hours until impact, 6:30 PM. Oh, you look sick. Oh, that's Patriot! Oh, leader. Sir, your returns give me a great peace of mind. Formalities are necessary. There was a battle here, just now. It was between me and W, who tried to assassinate me. Don't worry, I'm fine. From the reports I've received, she was already showing signs of rebellion when she occupied Chernobyl. She made her own decisions to let the enemy escape, instigated the Sarkas mercenaries' rebellion, and murdered her superior. These series of actions were likely caused by outside political forces. Where is she now? She should have stood trial. She detonated explosives hidden around her body and fell into the core area. I will dispatch someone to search for her body, sir. You need not worry yourself. That does not concern me. And her Sarkas, what of them? I will deal with it. Now that the core city is steadily moving on track, I'll need to stabilize the situation immediately. Reader, this core city was activated without my knowing. Why? Even the comms have been broken. We're out of options. Russians may attack Chernobyl at any time and slaughter our compatriots. For their sake, we must first take down Lungmen. Right now, all energy must be used to support the operation of the core city, and we have no excess power to support the ingoing and outgoing channels. The originium left behind by the catastrophe is so potent that we cannot endure it. The order to recall you exhausted the last of our backup supply. Now there is only one place that can provide us with enough refined originium. Even then, if time is tight, please discuss with us. What you say may be correct. I'm sorry, sir. I should have given it more thought. But what's done is done. This key, how will you use it? It can stop the city. This city can be stopped. Many things once started will not stop. So I'm entrusting this key to you. You'll decide when we stop. Apologize for giving you such an arbitrary command. You seem more subdued today than usual, sir. No, I will go to guard the core city. Someone will attack, they will try, and I will stop them. Excuse me, sir. Counselor, Frostnova, Mephisto and Faust are still waiting for our help. We must not let any outsider interfere with our plans. Tamala? What's the matter, my champion? Leader, any evil, no matter how great, will always come to an end. This I firmly believe. Yes, I share the same conviction. Goodbye, leader. Go, patriot. To end this war and regain the status of the infected, Reunion will crush all enemies standing in our way. What's this? A kind of Sarkaz talisman, 2 pieces. This one is for you, the other one I will keep. What are these for? It's a bit heavy. They can keep you safe. You still believe in those weird Sarkaz things? What's the point of this? Let me finish. Sure. This talisman can withstand torture. Mortal wounds, destroyed organs, no, but the consumption of life it can withstand until it breaks. If your breaks, mine will tremble, and I will go save you. What if both pieces break? Why aren't you saying anything? Fine, I'll hang on to it. Good. I'm obviously going to outlive you, so you just do your own thing. Help! Who? And what war? My talisman, it too, has broken. You killed W. What are you going to do now? Liberate you. You will no longer need to bow before a Sarkaz. All that you desire shall grant you. And what exactly is that? War. No longer will you have to endure the foul taste of slaughtering the weak. No longer will you waste your efforts like a pebble hitting a rock. I will give you a truly equal war. Sarkaz, wandering devils. What I will grant you is not only the fear of your victims. I will reforge your blood, your flesh, your steel, and the shame of countless generations of your ancestors. I will grant you slaughter, and I will grant you death. A new era has arrived, and war shall reign supreme. All Sarkaz who wish to taste all that this new era has to offer, step forward. Who would you have us kill? So they're just warriors, I see. Oof, rough. What's this? Oh! Interesting, a robot. Sure, sweet. Okay, Elite 170. What's the map? Okay, I have to take care of... Okay, one healer here. Range, one healer here. Okay, let's go. Yeah, that should be fine. Tactical nuke, what the fuck? Oh, more, more story. 6:30 p.m. Oh fuck me. Number 0000000002, clearance level 8. Dr. Okiraksha, thank you for visiting the Rose Island. Oh wait, what? Then who is? Okay, so 0000000001. Who is that? And who is like all zeros? Now I'm curious. Like, can't it and who else? Thank you for visiting the Rose Island Integrated Bioprocessing Unit. Your intentions have been determined through analysis of available biological data. Oh, Pierre, yes. In addition, the system detects that you are in a bad mood. Oh, you don't say. And what would count as for a bad mood? For a good mood? Good and bad are subjective judgments. However, this system has collected nearly all documented states of mental activity, as well as hormonal criteria for various types of neurological excitement. So you could argue that the system's subjective judgment is substantially closer to the objective truth. Therefore, no matter what actions Dr. Okiraksha may take, the system will be able to process it to some degree. Fuck you, robot. Which is to say, you may do as you wish. PRTS is equipped with a non-lethal pacification function. Hey, yo, what? And how about I shut you down? Should you take unreasonable action, you will lose consciousness for 3,55 working hours, ensuring you maintain a behavior standard close to normal. Welcome home, Doctor. Oh, fuck you, robot. Can this really be called home? Are you Dr. Okiraksha? Hello? It's you, I'm sure of it. I can feel it, you're a little different. But the person you're holding, that uniform. Can I ask who that you're holding? Okay, Doctor, shut up. A friend. She's your friend. But you barely know her at all. I don't know, this might disappear soon. What do you feel? Traces of people communicating with each other, smell, warmth, shape. I'm not sure, but the girl reaches out to Frostnova. Yeah, with her. No. You don't want me to do that? No, I'm an outsider, I don't know her. I can't do this, can I? I'm sorry. Can you read minds? No, I can't. Amy is special, I know Amy has arts, and I think she suffers a lot. Did you want to use this machine? If this is indeed the final resting place of the infected. This? Just a second, let me check the log. Yes, they cleaned this cabin already, put her on the slab, easy now, there. Then the slab will slide in there and wait for it to close and finally press this button. You're really familiar with it. Oh, I've had to use it a lot. Why? This is where all of Rose Island's infected end up. And if I knew them, if I felt them, if they were my teammates, I always take care of them myself. The original manual was really complicated, but I wrote down how to use it in my terminal. Just a quick look and I can feel it. Feel what? It's like a chain. A chain? Or I could say it's like seeing the links between people. Sending off the people tied to you means untangling the lines around them. The other end of the thread are still tied to us, but even when the one side is gone, the threads don't hang down. It feels like you've lost something inside yourself, something you didn't know was there, but knowing it won't come back. Why would you want to feel that? Because if you know the feeling, it won't suddenly sting you, right? So the new, excuse me, identifier for Osmontis, elite operator present at Rose Island's integrated infected bioprocessing unit, will expire in 15 minutes. I will update you momentarily. Stand in place for about 15 seconds. In addition, there is a skirmish taking place by the starboard hull. If possible, please assist after updating your identification code in order to reduce resource consumption. Oh, okay, I'll go do that. I'm making a note of it in my terminal. Reminding you for the 6th time, if you would allow access to this system, it could send information directly to... No. I'm the only one who can use this. Understood. Lead operator. PRTS means me. Should I call you Rosmontis? Yes, Rosmontis. What about her? I think I should at least know her name. Frostnova. Frostnova. A good name. Hello, Frostnova. Bye bye. You really want what? Oh, stage incoming.
人外
Okay,
では
how, where,
戦
what,
場
who?
で誰も救え
Oh,
ない
oh, oh.
ちょっと乱暴だけど硬い金属とかシェルターを切り裂くのが好きなんだ。バット おっ血がたぎる。
前に進むぞ。
Mhm.
ついてきて。
諦めるな。援護する。
Oh shoot, that's kinda... I should have thought about that, shouldn't I?
持ちこたえてください。
この程度で止まると
Oh
思う
wait,
な
Ranger. Caster. Kill yourself. Boy.
警戒態勢。私の出番。ディオポーレント。
諦めるな。
はい問答無用。
Wait, I kinda need you down there though, mate.
いいだ
救急箱のあなたのお薬です。受け取ってください。
Yeah, once your skill erupts, that's gonna be on good.
この程度
ここだよ。
何か考え男女は我が恩敵にはた岩老物に過ぎぬのか
諦めるな。
誰にも縛られるつもりはない。
Wait, who died? Oh no, my healer died. No.
アーツユニットチャージ中。今よ粉々になれ。よーしパラージュ。あれ私の出番。
Hmm.
敵への情け。
強化しろ。
Just
Nino,
help
Sasuke
found you
に行きま
there.
す。
Sweet.
この辺温度が低すぎるかな。
Oh, that won't be enough. Fuck. One more
改良し
pass.
ました。
Oh, so close. Shame.
諦めるな。
Yeah, one passed. Shame.
黙っていろ。
Hmm.
治療の準備を。
Actually, can you get closer there? So excuse
私
me,
の
I
出
can
番。
just
ディオポーレント。
mow you down. Let's go. Mm. Oh wait, zone off is 6:30 p.m. Correct, Mr. Way. 32 hours from now on, the core city will collide with Wangman. Its urban identification code says not be changed, which means that the core of Chernobyl, the nomadic city, is still Ursa's territory. So, attacking it would be an act of war? Reunion holding Ursus hostage like this is the height of absurdity. You're reasonably calm, Mr. Wade. Did it maybe occur to you what the peace-loving country the Empire is? Ursus' expansionism is driven by the lust for wealth, territory, and growth. If it was profitable, the Empire would start a world war without a second thought, and they would have done it decades ago. But to provoke a war with Yan, the fact that Yan has now waged war for centuries does not mean they lack the capacity to fight, but say the militaristic state might struggle to understand what it is that's led to Yan's prosperity. A world war would have both sides devastated. Yan would need a long time to recover, but Ursus, with its myriad internal conflicts, would take it even harder. Ursus is no longer the world-devouring beast it once was. Only fools and madmen would wage war that is costly and profitable and doomed to fail. Mr. Way, as far as I know, fools and madmen are a dime a dozen in the nomadic cities of the world. Weeding out such people is one of my most important duties, and it's function of the State Council of Ursus. Once the State Council responds, we'll implement measures to put us up to the Chernobyl core. The diplomats will handle the rest. Our only responsibility is to take control of the crisis before it gets out of hand. You have that much faith in the Empire? No, I have faith in mutual interest. Fighting war after war teaches bitter lessons, and even though Ursus has won a lot of riches from its wars, it's been unable to fight the internal rot that these wars have bred. It has not been able to integrate the people and lands it has conquered, and no nation can handle a rebellion while choking down on the poison brewed by the mutual crisscrossing hate of its own populace. The Empire of Ursus is a rotting corpse posturing to look strong. And that is why you believe Ursus will act in its own interest and abide by their deal to you. I have no deal with the chairman of the State Council, whether or otherwise, but the two of us have about the same amount of sanity left. Fumizuki, send a message for me. I have to make use of this time. Fumizuki? There's another message here for you. Dr. Kaltze, Damia Chen, you should hear this too. Fumizuki? You will change your mind when you hear this. I don't think so. If you reject their help again, we'll truly be isolated. Chief Wei, you must act immediately upon receiving this message. What? That's my messenger. The following has been arts encrypted. Mr. Wei, groups 3 and 4 are standing down. We are unable to get to the source of the matter. I can't even speculate on who the mastermind might be. They were whispering from the Parliament gallery, laughing at my miserable helpless performance, but I found no evidence of them to hold them accountable. If something happens in Chernobog, you must do everything you can to stop it. Otherwise, who knows what will happen? You have the wisdom and ability to stop it at its source. What we could not do, you must do in our stead. That's the end. I want to hear the rest. The rest is the messenger's soul. He's my messenger, let me hear it. I was unable to meet chairman of it, and the messenger he sent to Lies, I have no clue. With me was waylaid by unknown forces. Fortunately, the messenger is still safe and sound. The messenger slipped out the deity Grifferbarg in the dead of night, and someone secretly aided him. I believe there are forces within Ursus vying for supremacy. I was attacked many times on the road after that, and there were many others who tried to protect me. Wit tried to help them. I reached the Uran Rift and Uran Rift. Okay, comrade. And commandeered a messaging station. What happens now, even I don't know. I hope to make it back to Langman to enjoy the flavors of home once again. If there is even home left when you arrive. How is he now? Unclear if he's alive or dead. It sounds like the chairman of the State Council plans to stand by and see how it plays out. The State Council is at the heart of the Empire, but Chernobog is out of the periphery now. The borderlands mostly belong to the army and some remnants of the ancient nobility. The army has had a chance to engage in such operations since the Great Rebellion, but the infected did. The ancient nobility, closely watched as they were, couldn't have planned the Chernobog incident, but the infected could. Indeed, most of Reunion's Vecna had no training. They didn't stand a chance against Ursus Guard and the Chernobog riot police. But the catastrophe did. Chernobog failed to split the plates in time. There was nothing they could do against the catastrophe. Reunion had to infiltrate the city early to stop the security forces from mobilizing, while the army ignored their maneuvering. Longman and Rose Island anticipated Reunion's actions, and LGD made a plan to annihilate them, but Chernobog. Even to this day, Chernobog and the Ursus court haven't said a word. Now we know why. Writing off the city and all its inhabitants, Ursus handed Chernobog over to Reunion. And the infected, who have lived as long as the threshold of death that they no longer fear it, would assume control of the city after the catastrophe. They didn't have to do anything, they just got out of the way. They only had to let it happen. But after suffering a catastrophe, Chernobog was just a dead city with nothing of value. Which left the infected heading for Langman. No matter who's running Reunion, all the elements were perfectly aligned. Give the order. The censor must send out. Use force as necessary. We will prepare for war. We must be absolutely certain we can disable that core before it's too late. And no one is to know of this until Chernobog core is stopped. Mr. Wei? You're going to start a war yourself. Fumizuki, I've seen all Langman has been through, you must know. My brother won't stand for me starting a war with Ursus. I must take the initiative, we must take control of the situation, even if it costs all of Langman. Starting a war means being seen as an aggressor, it makes it more difficult to forge alliances. The first one to enter a state of war is likely to find itself isolated. But the worst part is, no one can know the truth until after the war is over, whether it might be. Some countries don't even care about the truth, all they want is an excuse. But Mr. Wei, I believe we can achieve peace through diplomatic means. Thank you for the suggestion, Madame Kaltsit, but I'm afraid Wit and I are the last hope for peace between the two countries. Whether our enemy is the Empire's Third Army or the Emperor Ursus, this war is going to happen eventually, even if we are certainly to win it. Peace is no longer possible. If Wit is too meek to use official channels to put a stop to this, it means he has faced too much resistance and criticism for him. Even if it works, he's a politician. He has to look out for himself. Audience game. Oh, and come here. I need to kill you. Come here. God almighty, like I've been dealing with ants the last month. I still can't root out the little titsy tiny ones. They're like grains of salt. Can't find them unless you look for them. Oh, having pushed him this far, the Empire's bureaucracy may be in a state of semi-paralysis. A couple of divisions can hold Ursus hostage, but not Langman. This is not Ursus. You're entitled to an emergency response to another moving city. Wouldn't it then be too late to separate the city? If the core is not stopped, the collision will destroy Langman, and the conflict that follows will cause further unfathomable disaster. But to stop the core, firing our guns or spending a spec ops team would indeed mean the declaration of war on Ursus. Anything that might have been able to stop has been cut completely loose by the Chernobyl core. An isolated city cut off from all communication, left without nothing but identification codes, needs very little explanation. As you say, Doctor, it's up to Langman now. Only we can stop the Chernobyl core. Think carefully, Mr. Wade. There are serious consequences to an act of war. War is serious business, but the other choice, as far as Langman is concerned, would be far worse. Okay, let me just adjust things up. Mr. Wei, Rose Island. Ango. Huh? Miss Chen? Chen? I'll take care of it. You're on Langmanite. I can leave Langman. Superintendent Chen, don't play the hero. This isn't your responsibility. If Langman needs a traitor, let it be me. I'm sick of you, Wei. You and your precious city. I stopped being a Langmanite even before you dug your claws into the slums. Now is not the time for a debate of ethics. What did they do? Why did you have to do that to them? What did they do? Tell me, Miss Chen, what did they do? Tell me, where was it Iranian hid themselves? Where was it they snuck into our city? You trust the slum dwellers, but do they trust you? Where did that trust come from? Have any of them, aside from your informers or Koji's ears, reported infected infiltration their homes? Things happen so fast, they don't mean anything. Did you receive even a single tip? Yes or no? No. Not one, not a single person stepped up. They don't trust you. They would rather put their faith in the foreign provocators than the Rat King or the superintendent of the LGD. Maybe Reunion was threatening them. Reunion's infected are known to be violent and dangerous. Did they forget that Langman has never raised a hand against them? I don't blame them for supporting each other. In fact, if the infected didn't support each other, if they hated each other instead, the slums would have long since destroyed themselves. But they could have opposed the Reunion. They could have come together with the Red King's people to fight the infiltrators. They could have asked for your help. They don't trust. Exactly, they don't trust you. After all you've done for them, they still don't trust you. We should have sent the LGD into the slums long ago. It was the locals that didn't want the LGD in the slums. They were the ones working against my LGD time and time again. Even as Lin Koji and I worked so hard to root out the criminals and foreign agents from the slums, it was those same locals who scoffed at the sacrifices of our soldiers. Was it Langman that rejected them? Answer me, Miss Chen. Look me in the eyes and answer me. It's not their fault. Then whose, pray tell, is it? How many times have I told you, you have the right to your own thoughts and opinions, provided you don't let them affect your work? The LGD is here to protect Langman. The Special Inspection Unit is here to guide the LGDs to protect Langman. The slums you have done so much for have become the vulnerability that could lead to Langman's destruction. Renin exploited the infected among them to distract us, letting our guard down to Chernobog. The measures we took to fight off Renin left us open to this maneuver by the core city, and those infected stood by and did nothing. If Langman falls here, it is ultimately by their hands. No. Who should be held responsible for turning Langman into a flashpoint? Who is responsible for the lives lost and blood spilled? So much destruction over a few neighborhoods, just because we didn't act in time? When you say act, do you mean? Whose fault is it? Was it Langman that rejected them? No, it was they who rejected Langman. So you dispose of them. Indifference and a lack of vision already destroyed them. I have no reason to care for those people anymore. Chen, we are all tainted with our innumerable mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. All we can do is fix them, or cover them up for a while. Oh. So, a doctor, basically. Just cover it up with dirt and it's fine. There is always someone who could do that, do what I can't. But for now, I still have things to do. Everyone makes mistakes. I know what you're saying. The infected are a mistake as long as they exist in the city. Big-headed Grong. Superintendent Chen, I have told you everything. Now you must do what you must. Alright then. Wei, what I must do, what LGD must do, is name who is at fault and correct the mistake. It seems that, according to your definition, I am at fault. We could also say I am the mistake, because I am infected. You... Chen? Madam Chen? There is no need to hide it anymore. For 3 years you've been hiding my infection from the front. Now that the infected have no place in the city, neither do I. Nonsense! She and I are both infected. I don't belong here. I know what I must do, and I won't be making any more mistakes. I'm the only one who can stop her. Don't feel bad, I understand. We're sworn brothers, aren't we? Brothers, remember where you came from. Sworn brothers ruined. I'm infected, and a traitor to Langman. I am the only one who can do this. I hate you, and I hate them. I should love you, but right now I hate every last one of you. Blood relations ruined. We've come this far. All we can do is keep going. Why me? Why does it have to be me? Who could have feel safe sitting here? Cole's family ruined. No. If you leave this office today, Chen, you won't be the enemy of Langman. You will never again be allowed to set foot in this city. And all that we've worked for together for the past 10 years will come to nothing. Everything I worked for came to nothing as soon as you did what you did. Langman is about to go up in flames. A battle is upon us. You have your ways, I have mine. The only difference is I'm not like you. I don't think anyone is a mistake. I won't let this city fall, but I won't go in without a plan either. Power is a tool at the end of the day. If you are going to use this tool to tinker with the world, you have to conform to its expectations. Don't make a mockery of yourself, Inspector Chen. Laugh at that, and you're laughing at yourself. I raised you to change it. I hope that you would change its front to want more than prosperity and growth. So, has it changed? Can it be changed? Does everything I've worked for actually mean anything? Even if it can't now, it must someday. You're going to make sure it can be changed. Wait, stop! Who are you? You can't go in there. Security! Where are the guards? There's an intruder. Lord Wei will act. Get out! That sucked. You shouldn't have come. Huh. Wei Yanwu. That's all it took for you to show your true colors. Your private army just shows up here in your office. Madam Chen, Langman is threatened. Sounds like you have a strong sense of duty. But I don't believe a word you say. If you have something for him, go ahead. Lord Wei, is it within our means to infiltrate the city, kill the mastermind and stop the collision? We shall sacrifice our lives for the city and lift its burden from their shoulders. Get out! Lord Wei! How about it, Wei? Will you send them, or send me? Is that a tough choice? Why is it you're so decisive when it comes to killing people and so indecisive when it's time to save them? That's how it works. That's how it was then. I couldn't expect a change at a proper goodbye. A chance at a proper goodbye. I've thought about it many times, Wei, but I never expected to give anyone a proper goodbye. Miss Fumizuki, I'm sorry my mom treated you like that. Thank you for looking after me all these years. I've always thought of you as family. Chen? Superintendent Chen! Not anymore. This badge, you can have it back. Caesar! You want to fight here first, to decide who's the real traitor? Superintendent Chen, the enemy is at our gates. I'm infected, I'm your greatest enemy. Cease and desist or I will show no mercy. Who have you ever shown mercy to? Don't sound all high and mighty about the things you can't do. Wei, look out! Chizhao, Rusk. Oh, her sword. Brother, if the sword is used to slay dragons, does it also work on Dracos? It just might. Looks like I'll have to be more careful around you. Darts are overwhelming. Doctor, get behind me, I'll block darts. No, it'll just get torn apart by that kind of power. Give me a second, I'm looking at something. There we go. Okay, fix it. She's not aiming for us. Get out of her range right now. Okay. Her arts are beginning to expand. Back up. Release. The Dragon Slaying Sword unsheathed? You can block it with just your wrist. Most astute. I see your swordsmanship is sharper than ever, Superintendent. Tempered Virginium. To think that they're still making weapons like that. Doctor, is a sword specifically forged to fight against energy-based arts? At first, Madame Chen didn't even let me look at the sword. Was she envisioning a situation where I would be an enemy? Out of my way! Lord Wei, the Superintendent had chosen her path. I may not be able to block her second blow. Shall I put my life on the line? Through my death, I assure you that Inspector Chen will remain in Longman, for I cannot guarantee that she'll have her limbs intact. I can assure that she lives. Impermissible. You, fall back. Don't engage her directly. I shall immediately alert my brothers. Planning to call reinforcements. Seize! Hey Chen, are you going to use the cloud-splitting sword? Don't forget who taught your swordsmanship and your arts. I never once thought to strip you of your swordsmanship, but I will no longer play nice at this point. Don't force my hand, Chen. Do it then, Master Wei. The sword answers to me. The day you gave me the sword, did you think I would slay you? I would use it to spill your blood, Wei. You think you're protecting me, right? My mother died to depression. Tango, I was taken away. I contracted oripathy in the course of my work. You think everything you have done was for the sake of protecting me, don't you? Is that because of your guilty conscience or because of your confidence in your own strategies? I don't want to witness another tragedy ever again. Liar. Wait, there are those who this sword seeks to kill and those who it seeks to protect. If she truly wishes to destroy Langman. No, you must not go. I never thought I would beat you and your black cloaks here. But there is more than one way out of here, Wei. The window! Chen, stop this foolishness! We're hundreds of meters above the ground. This wouldn't be the first time we used the window road, or the second. Chen, you must not go to her. Chen, you mustn't repeat the same mistakes. You can't go down the same path we did. If there's anyone who should die for the city, that person should be... Uncle. No, Wei and Wu, starting today we are strangers. I knew they were family, but I wasn't sure exactly what they were. The sound of glass smashing echoed across the room as Chen falls face up from the tall building. The Lord of Langman let out a thunderous roar, and the man in the black poncho leapt towards the window like an arrow springing from a bowstring. But Chen had already made up her mind. Okay, what are you, robot? Actually, what the fuck are you? You're kinda interesting. What did you mean with tactical nuke? Like, what's this robot? What does it do? Oh, determination. Let me just get the mission. Let's go. Sweet. Oh, Nuker. Attack has physical damage to enemies nearby. It has a fragile effect for it retreats from battle. Wait. Only to enemies. Okay, within units. Okay. But there's only 3 deployment time. Okay, sure, boy. Let's get you up to pace. Like, why wouldn't you just be a big boom? Can you promote the robot? Ah, same. Explosion! Yo, nice. Okay, let's see it. Let's see it. I wanna use it. Instead of Kira, I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to move for the big nuke. The fucking big boom, let's go. Uptown Longman, 7 PM, dusk. A secret restaurant for Chen, sir. It's gotta be a mistake, there's no way. Hey, get back here, I asked you if this was a mistake or not. Damn it, Chen, sir, what the hell? Who's behind this? I have to find her, I have to hear her side of the story. Oh, that's the Rat King. Oh, he was a literal rat. I honestly thought it was like a metaphor. You know how you call someone cunning and also like, how do you say, shameless, a rat. But a literal Rat King, let's go. Yes, I understand. Anything else, Master? No, go and do what I told you for now. When you're finished, find somewhere to lay low for a while. Got it. Now go, hurry. Ah, it turns out there really is someone who can outplay Wei. Tauma, is this really just fate? Oh, young master, if you could see us now from up there, you also would not wish to see this, would you? But alas, Langman's finally come to this. But be careful, you mustn't get yourself killed. Longman Harbor Dock, 7:20 PM. Oh, the herd is still alive. Damn it, there's still so many of them out there. I thought LGD was supposed to have this area under control. Yesterday it was reunion, today it's these we're defected. Even we can hold them both and we can't use heavy duty weapons inside the city. Mickey when he gets so Yo, poor Mickey, come on. Wait, what? How? Wait a second. How does like a character who entertains children become a mafia boss, for fuck's sake? Like, where is the story development there? I wanna see how he got from point A to point B. Like, I wanna see the points in between. Hello, operators. Is that who we're fighting today? Rosmontes, thank goodness we're saved. They're infected who have been twisted by arts and we can't stop them? That's right, we mostly brought defense equipment, but I never expected that they'd shred through our steel cables and polyfiber nets like paper. We might have to bring some military grade weapons. We're at our limit here, so we had no choice but to ask for backup from this land ship. Thankfully, now that you're here, we might be able to turn the tides. 7:32. When the mafia has a cute dog, you don't know what he does behind the camera. I mean, hey, what? But then how do you know? Are you a client of his or what? What does he provide you then? Jesus Christ. But okay, I won't pry much more. Like, it's your business, not mine. The Reginium structure inside makes their bodies incredibly tough. We use suppressing fire to keep them under control. Also, our scans aren't picking up any signs of brain activity at all. Oh, so like Luna. JK, I'm joking. The main point there is, they're pretty much already physically dead. They're just empty husks propped by the arts. It's unbelievably cruel. Whoever did this has to pay. But more importantly, at least you're all safe. Let's make a plan and get them to settle down. You're going to fight? Yes. But you look. Doctor, have you never met Rosmantis before? Please stand aside, Doctor. Then you might want to take a step back. I guarantee you've never seen anything like this. That thing is your equipment? It's mine. Operator, please describe your impressions of the target. Hold on, I'll check the menu. Okay, the target's a large group of active restless individuals. Wait a second. Some secrets can be wrong. I may be dead, but my heart is still alive. Yo, leave it to you to think like with the thing between your legs instead of using your brain. But fair enough. But what did I want to say? Okay, so you're telling me Rosmontis in her little diary that she has in the terminal, she uses those specific descriptions for enemies so she can identify them easier, or what the fuck did I just read? They're moving as a group with no clear objective. Their general trend is clear, but with no set route. That should be good enough, right? Received, I'll handle this. Dr. Calcit was very clear. Once I finish with this, Rhode Island is to leave Langland immediately. Oh, she's alive. Of course she is. Evening, old friend. Hoshiguma, what are you doing here? How about your injuries? I'm an Oni. These scratches are long gone. Good, now I... Hold on, were you waiting for me here? That dune buggy you're pushing is a new model from Milton, right? Great for off-road performance, dust-proof, climbs hills with ease, incredible range and fuel efficiency, minimal environmental impact, and with maximum comfort. That one? Yeah, sorry, I saw that on the terminal a million times. Guess it got stuck in the old noggin. It's a damn good buggy though. I'm not even into off-roading and I'd like to get one. What are you trying to say? Yo, how the fuck my conceptuals isn't even here, and yet, boys, calm down, boys. Hey, you look like Helm-chan. Where do you plan on going? How did you know I'd be here? You come here every time you want to sneak out of the city. Remember, I also know every nook and cranny of this place. The only issue than an arrest warrant. But that's not what you're here for. Of course not. I know exactly what kind of person you are. This is my only way out of Langland. I stayed dark the whole time, the whole way. If the whole MGD knew me half as well as you do, then you'll never make it out of Langland. Excuse me? What do you mean by that? They're just like me, they don't want you to go. Hoshiguma, are you going to stop me? Why you of all people, Hoshiguma? Of course, Sam-chan, I'm the LGD inspector and more importantly, your friend. Do you seriously plan to wander off and play a lone hero on a grand adventure? This is precisely why I cannot let you leave. You're a Langmanite, Hoshiguma. This is our last chance. If Wei has his brain just went. If Wei has it his way, more people are going to die. And your way is better. They call you Madame Oni. They trust you to take care of Wangman they love so much. Let me go, Hoshiguma. Huh. Do they really love Wangman-chan? You... Me, I'm old school. Comics, movies, booze, rainy streets, some guy running without an umbrella. I like my stuff retro, just not bikes. People say some stuff goes out of style quickly. Chan, can we really outrun time itself? I can't. No way. It moves too fast. That chase has crushed so much of what I cared about. This is all I have left. A yellow splotch, a tear, a dog-eared page. I've got names for them all. And it sucks. I hate how time took all of the people from me. They die horrible, miserable deaths, sacrificing themselves to try to find a place in this world. But me... I simply watched them all vanish into dust. Some of them, I smashed their dreams into pieces with these very two hands. They didn't love Langman, they simply had nowhere else to go, and in the end, it was my fault. You're not going anywhere, Chen. What died? All the people died of our lungmen. You're going to pretend you never saw any of that? Don't act like you knew them. They were with me a lot longer than you. I knew them much better than you. It's my duty to protect lungmen, no matter who stands in my way. It's my duty. That hasn't changed. So you're still Superintendent Chen. And who gave you this duty? I did. Is that just something you wanted to hear yourself say? Look at you, you're gonna save lungmen all by yourself. One woman against all reunion. Your temper tantrum won't get you that far. It's funny. You're the one who always carried out Mr. Way's orders because you could relate to him. Now I'm the one who relates with him a bit better, and I'm the one carrying out his orders. Now the tables have turned. I've seen the gist of Mr. Way's plans. If someone has to die, Mr. Wei thinks it ought to be him. You're carrying the Chen family's blood. Once all this blows over, no one's coming after you. You mean Mr. Wei would rather he die than you. You give him too much credit. Maybe you don't give him enough, Chen. If he wants to die, he's welcome to it, but what will that get us? What's the point? Will it prevent the war? Will it get Lungmen out of this mess? If he dies, it'll get some of the blame of Lungmen. I think all the blame will pretty much vanish in thin air, actually. You really can't think it'll be that easy? Nothing's ever been that easy. That's why he wants you running the LGD. You'll get his job and the chief of the LGD sooner or later. After that, you'll become the boss of the entire city. There's been a lot of rot left behind, and you should be the one to clean it out. I get what Mr. Wei wants from you. Though he's been waiting for a long time, I can tell that his beliefs and methods haven't changed from the day I met him. Lungmen still needs you, and she doesn't want you in danger. I'm just so disgusted. Mr. Wei's death may not matter to you, but once he's gone, you can change the city. I have to tell you something, Hoshiguma. It's the reason I don't belong here. Don't mess with me, Chen. No one's more Lungmen than you. I'm infected. What? Since when? 3 years ago. You've been hiding it from me. I didn't mean to. How come you didn't even tell me? We didn't want anyone to know. We couldn't have an infected in LGD, so I couldn't be infected. Hoshiguma, there is no place for an infected here, or anywhere else in this world. I've had enough of Wei Yenwu controlling us. I'm not going to be his tool anymore. No, I get it. I finally, actually really get it, Chen. I know exactly why you can't leave Lungmen. What? If you leave and go to that core city, Mr. Wei would have to brand you an enemy. Not just an enemy, but a dangerous infected enemy who works against Lungmen. The whole city would know you're infected. They might even think you're working with Reunion. And that'll be the end of it. You'll never be able to come back. I don't care. That's my line. You're infected. I don't care. I don't care. Missy doesn't care. Nine doesn't care. The LGD doesn't care. Not even Mr. Wei cares. He wants you to change its ways. He doesn't want you gone. You didn't see how ruthless he treated the infected. And Nine, she's already gone. She quit the LGD because she was infected too. Nine, too. You know, 9 and I might have contracted oripathy on the same mission. She went undercover for me in Reunion and then became because of Reunion, she abandoned Lungmen. Because she saw the truth of the city. But you didn't betray Lungmen. I'm not letting you take the fall for a crime you didn't commit. Hoshiguma, why do you think I'm going to the core city? I've never been good at guessing games. Just get to the point. Do you know who's leading Reunion? I forgot her name. Taruma. Missy didn't tell you. Tell me what? Taruma is my sister. Okay, I knew that. I speculated that from the first time she, saw her. Oh. I get it. Chen, you're not going today. Why? Is my sister, my family not important enough? That's why. That's why I can't let you go. Even if I have to die here, I'm not letting you go. That's not for you to decide, Hoshiguma. Hanya can decide. No matter what stands in my way, whether it's a catastrophe, a shield, or an Oni, I'm not giving in. The Poixmate who cast the shield had his whole family killed by a gang of wandering Onis. His fury is much more toxic than any catastrophe. The blood that stains the shield, and the tragedy it represents, it's much more wicked than any catastrophe. Chen, Mr. Wei isn't a good man. We can kick his ass together. Whether you want to do, I'll do it with you. You want my Columbia Big Single 70? We. It's yours. Chen, now's not the time. Don't go. Don't force yourself to this. It's all I ask. Force you. Why are you talking like Wei? I don't like it. When Wei did what he did, no. When he betrayed his brother, failed my mother, and put the city to sleep under his clouds of wickedness, that's when I decided to do this. You might think that stuff has anything to do with you, but I don't think so. What do you mean? What he did for you, and what you should be doing, none of it is connected. That's what Mr. Wei was hoping for. He didn't want to play the bad guy. He's not power hungry. He gave you the sword. You don't get it. Understand what? It wasn't just one time. Happened again and again and again. I destroyed my home. I destroyed my family. Covered horn to toe in blood every time. I fought to the bitter end until I was the only one left standing. Because that's what I thought was right, and they were wrong. I found myself asking a lot if I really deserve to live. I don't, but I live anyway. I can't just live for myself anymore. Putting yourself out because of some concept of right and wrong, that's the dumbest thing a person can do. And I've dealt with it with the regret my whole life. You think you're the only one who's got a lot of baggage, Miss Chen? Stop talking like that. So why can't you understand me even a little bit? We've been through so much together all these years. There's still something you can't tell me. I've got my baggage and you've got yours. We both know that, even so. What is there you still don't understand? I never pulled any of you into this. How can you say I don't understand you? Because I've seen too many people die for nothing. I don't care who you are, I just care whether you're going. I'm not letting you go. This is all on the leader of Reunion. You can't change the situation. You'll just die for nothing too. No one wants to see that. Not LGD, not Langman. Thank you, Hoshiguma. But I'm still going. Really? If you have to fight, you should know I'm not scared of you. You really have to go, huh? You're feeling like your heart's hard as iron right now. I told you before, you're lost in your own thoughts. You lost sight of everything around you, of everyone around you. Your stubbornness is only gonna get you hurt. Fine, I guess you'll have to take a beating before you can learn. Like a young Hoshiguma that's being a stubborn ass is just on a stupid impulse. If you want to fight, Shen, then let's do it. Show me everything you learned in the last 2 years. Stop talking like that. Huh. EX42 on Ranger Genimar's control device. Operator Osmonte is requesting approval. Approved for use in defensive operations. Removal approved. User Annihilation Specialist. Elite Operator Annihilation Specialist. Elite Operator Osmonte. Activation approved. Okay, I'm going. Please tell closure for me about Rose Island Landing startup. Hurry, Doctor, get into the cabin. Don't watch. If you get hit by Osmonte's sharpener, you're pretty much a goner. Annihilation Specialist, I like that nickname. Okay, so what's this stage? I didn't even look at it. Oh wait, what? Oh. Wait, I can only place stuff here to stop whatever is coming from here. Or I can place an archer here. Okay, let's see. Let's start around with here. Let me see first what the stage is. I'll decide if it's fun or not. Oh, it's one of those! Oh no! Wait, can they like throw their spears? I forgot. I genuinely forgot if they can throw their spears. If they can, I'm kinda fucked. fuck. Kind of position that poor mate didn't
ター
die.
ゲットロックオン
Yeah, they can throw spears!
いいよ準備ができてるこれ
No, you won't!
私の
She's
出番
mine! Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. Mercy. Have Oh, thank the gods. Okay, that one's just gonna die on his own, isn't he?
前に進むぞ。
決まったか何時らの愛名我が意向に
Wait, I can't reach him there! No! Heal each other,
治療の
brothers!
準備を
Heal.
ロー
Oh, wait. Well, now you are gonna get fucked. Fuck! I never learn, do I?
ドちょっとからかってあげようっとはいおっあんたなんかに負けない
私の後ろ
Oh, two of them? Okay, nuke. Nuke time.
よーしアップルパイあなたのお薬です受け取ってください
この程度で止まる
Wait,
と思
what
う
the fuck are you? Actually, not nuke time. If I can wait for that one there. No, I can't because it's gonna attack that, so... Skadoosh! Oh, that's not a lot of damage.
すぐに終わる
I thought it to be way more than that though.
チェーンソーのうなり声が聞こえる
Go healer, go! Go healer, go! Go healer, go! Go, go, go! Go healer, go! Go healer, go! Go healer, go! My tank just died.
あれバイバイ光あれ
I didn't pay enough attention now, did
移
I?
動します
何か考えた己が存在を自らに問え
あ捕まえ
No! Okay, I kind of fucked.
戦闘態勢に入ります
Ooh, you, this is gonna be rough.
このチェーンソーでマックダスにされたくないから
Fuck you!
さっさと投降しちゃって
Oh, this one has quite a long redeployment time.
バッタを
Oh boy. Heal,
持
heal,
ちこたえ
heal.
てください
You can do this. Oh wait, I want. How did this work out? What the fuck? Okay, I take it. Upton Longman 720p. Okay, so who won? You're pretty serious about this. Really unexpected, never would have thought that you'd be able to make me bleed. We have never been able to walk away from our past. Hoshiguma, you've always been a part of the city, but not me. I've always been running. I don't think I'll ever be able to stand this place. It turned into another one of days in the end. I can't stop you. Go. Sorry, Hoshiguma. After I'm gone, please go to the slums for me. The people there are panicked and confused. Someone from the LGD has to protect them. If some infected kids give you a toy bear, keep it. A nursery girl named Misha taught them how to make those bears. She died because we failed her. Okay, I will. I'm sorry. I owe you one. I don't need your apologies. Honestly, you're no good at them. Hoshiguma, I think we're done here. Go, and don't come back. Take care of yourself. Rest in peace, old friend. Can't stand this place. How many people care about the city as much as you do? Bullshit. Inspector Hoshiguma. Huh? Inspector, you're hurt. Who could have... Oh yes, we just saw Madame Chen. Oh, that, sorry. You guys have a second to talk? Inspector, you're disobeying orders too? I wouldn't put it that way. What? Disobeying orders? Let's go. Get out. Yes, Lord Wei. I told you not to call me that. As you wish, we await your orders. Miss Councit and young Amiya, before we speak, could I have a word with him? Yes, go ahead, Miss Fumizuki. All yours. Been together for years now, we. Why talk about this? Why now? One look in your eyes and I can tell what you're thinking. Fumizuki! Now, I've always been able to tell. I know Langman means the world to you, I know that you've given her. I know about the dreams you have for her. No, Fumizuki! But today, this isn't what you want, is it? Ah, Gomen, I'm not referring to our current dilemma. What I mean is, this prosperity that you've given everything for. You lost 2 loved ones, actually, I think you said it was 3, maybe a dozen. Surely you couldn't bear to lose your niece as well. She owes the Shadow Guard. If I send them to retrieve her, she will fight them to the death. No, Wei Yenwu, that's not what I mean. Won't you regret it if you let them both die in some foreign city? So what if they're infected? Are they not your nieces? If we had children of our own, is this how you would treat them? All that I've done for the sake of our land. I never intended for Chen to do my work for me. But that's how she is? No, keeping it true for her only deepens the cut. It only makes her feel like she doesn't belong here. Your expectations of her, they're too distant and too difficult. But can I stop at this point? I have struggled against the man behind me and the city below me for so long, and this is all I have to show for it. Would Langman allow me to stop? That is what she wanted, to get the source of our problems. She wanted to change the city into something completely unlike the city under my rule. All I did was teach her how to get there, and what she would have to do, and what she would have to give up. Alright, that's enough rationalizing. You're giving me a headache. I'll go and bring her home myself. I won't sit back and watch her die. I will do what you cannot. Nonsense! I won't allow it. I have plans to bring her back, and now, Fumizuki, are not set foot outside of this building. Oh, you don't stop me. Damare, Konoyaro. Phew. Huh? Doctor, what did Miss Fumizuki say? It's been a long time since I've heard such angry Higashinir. Have you forgotten who I am, Wei Yenwu? Even I have my limits, Fumizuki. Have you forgotten who you are? Fumizuki! Doctor, I think Mr. Wei might really care for Miss Fumizuki. The same may also go for Fumizuki, maybe. Now then, to our friends from Bronze Islands, how much will it cost for you to unplug Chen? Uncover it myself. You're really going to hire us like this, Miss Fumizuki? I am. It may be improper to say, but my husband is not exactly in top form today. Or I might say our opponent's plans have gone beyond anything we might have predicted, and included all that he holds dear. They have complete understanding of both Langman and Wei Yenwu. Fumizuki, that's enough. Who are you to say what's enough? Doctor, name your price, I can pay. I understand everything you have said here, Miss Fumizuki, and money won't be necessary, but I need you two to hear me out. Doctor, maybe this isn't the place to say it, but if I can speak freely, I may need some outside assistance. Can I continue, Miss Fumizuki? By all means, I don't let words get to you. Nonsense! Rose Island is only a pharmaceutical company with a lot of weapons, how is it called? An annihilation specialist. A fucking cat that burns everything around her. A bunny with psychic powers. A fucking doctor whose spine turns into a mechanical monstrosity that makes even the toughest of enemies chill their bones. Yeah, just a pharmaceutical company, by the way. But the round is a tough place. Don't say. It doesn't let up on any of us, especially a pharmaceutical quotation mark company like ours that tend to make a lot of enemies, be it business, geopolitics, or otherwise. We wander the cracks between countries because we have no other choice. When all the forces of the world align to put pressure on us, we need our own special methods to handle them. But if our methods are to work, we need forces acting against us to have a shred of sense left in their fixed skulls. So when there comes a day like today where anything could happen, Rhode Island has to be ready with the right response. Get to the point. I have a proposal. I hope it's a good one. I'm not sure if I should be disclosing this information to you, Mr. Wei. You must know, with Langman's strength and your talents, you could annihilate Rhode Island with a snap of your fingers. No matter how advanced our equipment may be, there is nothing we could do against your forces. If we act against you, Rhode Island is as good as dead. Go on, Dr. Councit, Miss Amy, rest assured I have no energy to direct this Rhode Island anymore. So please proceed. Very well. When I first met Mr. Wei, you were very curious about our military capabilities. I can admit now, it's as I just said, Rhode Island is no match for Langman in this respect. However, no matter how strong a force may be, it can be limited by circumstances it finds itself in. It's largely a difference of a degree. Even your men can project power with their hands tied. Even if you step onto the battlefield personally, the enemy still has something to use against you. The truth is, a colleague of mine once saw the Duke of Kashi at a fundraising banquet with his adopted daughter. This wasn't a slave market of some noble personnel. It was an event for those who represent the many movers and shakers of our world. Continue. I'm sure you can guess what happened next, Mr. Wei. Many young people proved their value that night with their ideas and theories that they espoused. But Tangwa did not. Neither my colleagues nor I ever expected that she would become the leader of Reunion. In fact, we should have realized that the Duke of Kashi only shows himself when necessary to do what is necessary, otherwise he stays out of sight. Kashi won't tip his hand in exchange for assistance, and neither with Tangwa. I'm sure you know the relationship much better than we do, Mr. Wei. The Duke of Kashi never made her a slave or a hostage. She's a successor. Oh! Your observations confirm my suspicions, Dr. Councit. Tangwa is Kashi's successor. Correct, Mr. Wei. The Duke of Kashi knows what you have and what you're capable of. Tangwa may as well. You can leave this in our hands now, Mr. Wei. We have what it takes to handle the situation. Like Amy told you before, the official agreement between Langman and Rhode Island is over. By now, the Rhode Island's leadership has left Langman's port. What we do from here on has nothing to do with Langman. Is that acceptable, Amy? Yes. Mr. Wei, we won't concern ourselves with the future of Langman or your personal business. But all this is the result of someone conspiring to exploit the infected, and we will fight it with all our might. If you permit us to act, and if you can promise you won't act against us in any way, then the battle to come is our battle, Rhode Island's battle. I won't rely on the infected, I don't trust the infected. The only difference between you and Reunion is that you haven't turned against Langman. Yet. What was Reunion like before? Even if you don't remember, someone does. They weren't anything like this. You can dress up your schemes in fancy words, just as Reunion can shout from the rooftops that they will be the ones to deliver the infected from their fate. In the end, they will end up being cannon fodder for Ursus. In short order, Ursus will snuff out the fire that is Reunion. Will you be the next Reunion? Who can say? When will you bare your fangs and turn against us? What's more, I doubt you have the strength to deal with Kashi's successor. The Duke of Kashi, only Langman has successfully opposed him over these years. Mr. Wei, you intend to personally lead your forces to attack the Chernobyl core city, correct? Don't make blind conjectures. What you just told me, Mr. Wei, is revealing. You think you're the only one who can handle the situation. It's true that Langman has the raw power to do this. And you've also overcome the machinations of Ursus. And this time you intend to sacrifice yourself to nullify the declaration of war on Ursus. As Miss Fumizuki said, you feel you betrayed your principles and you hope to end it all with your death. I've made so many mistakes, my death can't pay for them all. I don't even know who I'd be paying. Nevertheless, Mr. Wei, are you so certain that after your death no one will bear you any ill will? Langman is strategically important, Vian. Thanks to my protection it will continue to prosper. I was referring to Lady Fumizuki. Your counsel shows on tact. Look, I can't sit. What are you saying? I mean, what I said, Mr. B, and I said what I meant. I'm afraid your wife will suffer because of your actions. Even your dad, she's your widow. She'll still know everything you knew. Since someone is forcing you to act against your will, I believe this sort of thing is to be expected. I have a feeling that particular individual won't be so magnanimous. That's enough, Doko counts it. You're out of line, I can't. You're saying that even if I do this, I still won't be able to protect Fumizuki. And it may not end with Miss Fumizuki. I can go too, death is the worst that can happen. Fumizuki! Speak, Dr. Counts-it. For the sake of your beloved city and your beloved people, I am begging you, Lord Vey, leave this to the experts. We may be powerless against this unstanding army, but we know the infected. We know what they want and what they don't. Only the infected can face the infected. So, what do we want, leader of Rhodes Island, Dr. Counts-it? You're not a charity. Attacking the core city is tantamount to throwing a egg at a boulder. It will be ruinously expensive and maybe utterly futile. You understand our position, Mr. Wade? At this point, it benefits us both to speak plainly. More than your agreement with our better plan, Mr. Wade, we need your guarantee. Considering you may change your plan in the future, we need your promise for now. Because I believe that Langman and your family and Madame Chen are worth that promise. We don't need your money, Miss Fumizuki. Your kindness and your attitude towards the infected are enough for us to execute this operation free of charge. Little rabbit. Give some thumbs up. I agree. Until the end of Langman-Chernobyl conflict, we Langman will not in any way interfere in Rhodes Island's affairs. And it looks to me like a good Dr. Counts-it has more yet to say. Speak up, I can endure it for the time being because I need Rhodes Island to say one very specific infected. Then I have another proposal. Name your price. 20 years ago, Edward Artorius, father of Tamuma Artorius, died here in Langman. I would like Mr. Wade to lend us his remains. Hey, what?
皆さん
Why the remains though?
本当に目を見張るものでした。
Okay, all this reading is making me lightheaded. I'll be right back, I need something to drink. And no, it's not gonna be your blood. Okay, I'm back. Oh wait, by the way, it's been 8 hours since I started the stream. Oh, I almost put my headphones on. That would be bad. Like, I have these on so much that my ears really are starting to feel like I need to take a rest from the headphones. My ears hurt. Oof. Okay. Okay, that was the best part of this. You can end the stream now. Why? Because you see the parting of Chen and Hoshiguma. Shame that one of them didn't die though, like it would have made it even more dramatic. Okay, 7-4. Let's see what we can do. Rhodes Island Bridge, 6 AM. For now I don't have coffee in my food. You poor concept, Rose. But actually I don't get her taste in characters. Let me go on a little rant about it. Like Signora and fucking Schumer from Alchemy Star. Like, how? How? At least for Frost Nova, I felt terrible when she died. Cause she wasn't bad. Like, she died because of the circumstances. She was an enemy from the beginning. She stayed an enemy till then, like, for her principles. But how can you love a psychopath and a fucking, like, arrogant bitch? I really need to ask her, like, in private sometimes. I don't get her taste at all. Anyway, back to the event. Rhodes Island Bridge, 6 AM. Attention, our outstanding operators. I have some information, important information to report to everyone in Rhodes Island. This is Damia. As of last night, Rhodes Island has officially left Langman. In light of recent development, the trade agreement between us and Langman has been cancelled. We no longer have any reason or sending to remain inside the city. Fortunately, we already purchased a lot of supplies from Langman, which will sustain our operations for a while. Unfortunately, some of our operators will shortly be going deep into Chernobog's core city. Ooh. An extremely tough battle awaits us there. Many may think that war is a distant concern to us. War, they may say, is a conflict between two countries and has nothing to do with the pharmaceutical company. But war, I think, war has never left us. We have always been in a war, the long war of injustice against the infected, the war that drives people to hate one another. To develop an effective treatment for repathy and give the infected a chance to use it, our medics have poured countless hours into their research. Likewise, it has always been our goal to provide the most advanced medical treatment to those here who suffer from oripathy, inhibiting and slowing the progression of oripathy. But that is far from enough. Before we can achieve our goals, we must face a never-growing conflict between the infected and uninfected. The enemies of the infected will not see them treated, and each crime they commit against the infected aggravates the tension between the groups. All while others... That could have sounded so bad. All while others exploit and enslave the infected for their own profit. Oh, crisis averted in the last second. There are those who oppose us and even attack us solely because we seek to cure oripathy. We have suffered this in the past. Imagine if we develop medicine that treated this disease but never have a chance to administer it to an infected. What then? Our enemy is not only oripathy. There is no safety for us standing back from this war anymore. 2 weeks ago, Reunion Rhodes Island engaged in a violent confrontation. Many of our operators sacrificed themselves in Chernobog. A story we have seen unfold far too many times. But, if every sacrifice demands vengeance from us, then we will be locked in an endless cycle of revenge. Countless lives will be taken. Taken by our enemies, and taken by our own hands. Our struggle with Reunion cannot rest upon hatred. If we are able to negotiate with them, we will demand from them an explanation and hold them accountable for their actions. But Reunion is still gripping by their madness, even today. They have taken control of Chernobog's city core and are driving it into Langman. Even stranger, Ursus has not surrendered its territorial control of the core city. They retain the territorial claim on Chernobog, even with it under Reunion's control, even when Ursus never took actions as its entire incident unfolded. The Empire Ursus ignored the atrocities committed in Chernobog and made no efforts to stop them whatsoever. They abandoned their own cities. This has led me to conclude that Ursus has conspired to bring about these events. A collision with the core city will spark an international war. A war between Ursus and Yan. By then, it will be too late. No matter who stands behind Reunion, no matter how hard they're pushed, no matter who the real mastermind behind all of this is, there will only be one truth laid grimly at our feet. The infected caused this war. No matter the outcome of the war, the infected will always be the scapegoat. They will face even more brutal oppression, more miserable lives, and an eternal fiery hatred. If that comes to pass, all Rhodes Island has done will come to nothing. There won't be a single country in the world that will allow us to treat infected or allow them a normal life. Indeed, this is an unavoidable part of our protracted war on oripathy. Rhodes Island has always been fighting this war, and it's a difficult war to win. But despite that, we will never give up. We will fight the fanatics with reason, the enmity with clever strategy. We will press on because no one wants to see a bitter end to our efforts. So we will stop Reunion. We will stop the Chernobyl core city from colliding with Langman. I hope those of you staying here on the launch ship will look after Rhodes Island. Whether or not we return, Rhodes Island will fight on. Right, situation normal. You say I wanna just start liking characters by how they are and act mostly. Like, whenever I do that, it's usually a just character, a nice character with a beautiful story. They usually die like 2 episodes after, or 2 chapters after, or no matter, just soon after. Like, I swear to God, any character I ever liked in any media just dies. They just die, they are gone. Bye, dead. All of you who love them, fuck you, they're dead now. And they usually die in the most brutal way possible, like, but still holding on to their ideals. Man, now I'm depressed. Fuck you, Mona. I'm joking. Phew. You make a charming orator. Yeah. Wait, what? Was it maybe too gloomy? Yes, some interpreters will think so too. They said at times like these we should be boosting morale. But I thought about it and realized we're not that kind of team. It's not about good or bad morale for us. We need to understand what it is we're doing. The harder things get, the more we need to tell everyone the truth. We can't be making our decisions blind. What could be more dangerous than walking around in this world blindfolded? I heard Madame Chen left Langman. It's true, I'm thinking Madame Chen will probably sneak, I think, into the city core alone. Langman infected her bloodline. Madame Chen is a complicated person with a lot of contradictions tied up inside her. But even carrying around all of that, she still didn't give up. She didn't run away. She carried it on with her to Chernobyl. She's not afraid of betrayal, exile, or death. Doctor, Madame Chen is infected. I knew it all along. Yes. Doctor, when we get to the core city, we're also going to do what we can do to rescue her. Not only because Madame Chen is our friend, and not entirely because someone hired us to do it. Madame Chen will not face Renin alone. We will stand with her. Everything she worked so hard to protect, and the painful silence she forced on herself. We will help her because we both want the same thing. Sounds pretty nervous. I thought you'd be more scared of that hard ass. It gets lighten up the mood. Doctor, that look on your mask, it's funny. Oh, that look on my mask is funny. Ayo, what? I doubted Madame Chen before. I took her for the type who couldn't change. But when she reached out to help the infected, I saw it. I saw the color of her heart. I've never heard anything like that before. That's an interesting turn of phrase, so that's an interesting way to put it, I guess. Oh, it's just how I describe it. I don't really know how to explain what I see, and it wouldn't be right to transmit it to people directly. But to protect the infected in a moving city, to keep of that ideals is heroic. Madame Chen isn't a cold-hearted person. She's stern and strict, but that's exactly why her sense of justice forces her to fight against the darkness in the world. Even if she's never said so herself. So, we'll go. Sure, I made that promise to her. Doctor, are you talking about... Oh, Miss Frostnova. Right. And Misha. Is there something we can do to prevent a repeat of Misha's tragedy, to bring some comfort to Frostnova and her men, and to help even more people to stop the birth of a new sorrow in this land? We will do it. I've sent both of you the information. This will be the first time the three of us have taken command together. I don't want to work with you, I'll be honest. I don't... Get out. Can I kick her off her own ship? Get out, you're creeping me out. Am I supposed to be excited? You could always stay here, it's up to you. I can't force you. Dr. Carl said. I'm listening. I hope you can set aside whatever preconceptions you have of Dr. Okiraksha. And I hope you'll set aside whatever prejudice you have towards Dr. Okiraksha from the things you said before, at least for the time being. Doctor has amnesia. Rhode Silence has no reliable treatment to restore the doctor's memory in just 2 short weeks. So everything that the doctor is now is the product of the new understanding and cognition. Dr. Councit, I hope you can look at this doctor in a new light. And Doctor, I don't want you doubting Dr. Councit's intention just because of what she said. She's the person that you can rely on the most. Whether you trust her or not, she is. Please promise me, both of you. Looks like I have no choice. Dr. Okiraksha, water under the bridge isn't an option for us. Morality won't turn us into better people. Dr. Councit, I'm not refusing your proposal, Amia. It's just forgiveness is a form of kindness, of waiving your right to anger will only make us weak beyond measure. I will not waive that right. But for now, I'll share my prejudice. Let's deal with the core city first. Oh, hi, mate. See ya next time. Have a nice night, whatever it is, day, night. Oh, you need to sleep, so I guess night. Yeah. Once and for all. Look forward to working with you, Councit. If you're willing. I didn't think it would be this easy, honestly. I was even expecting you to weave in some traps and pitfalls among your words. But what's the harm? I look forward to working with you, Dr. Okiraksha. You don't trust me at all. What's the plan? Oh yeah. Which part of the plan are you asking about, Doctor? We'll need a way into the city first. Rhode Island does have its way of doing things. Take a look at the report. I've covered every part of the plan. In 4 hours, we'll trigger a small sandstorm in the path of the Chernobyl core city. And sneak in, I guess. So... oh, okay, I'm alive. Like, for some reason my throat just decided to stop working. Wait, you actually watched Heaven's Lost Property. I just read the message. You are one of the few persons that I know to actually watch that. 10 AM, Wilderness. Oh, my ground, let's go. Number 1. Compressor number 1 powered. Number 2. Ammunition stockpile number 2 ready. Number 3. Wind pump number 3. Camouflage in place. Is the camouflage going to work? The Chernobyl core city command tower has a wide line of sights. This won't work without camouflage. They didn't even try to hide the fact that the core city was basically designed as a warship. The Empire thrives through violence and conquest. Damn, so this is just how the Empire versus designs things? Design puts ideas into people's heads, and those ideas turn around and influence design. Living in an environment like this will breed a natural hostility towards outsiders sooner or later. It's not fair for the ordinary civilians to paint them with such a broad brush. I'll grab the backup cables. But how many crimes did Ursus commit against my hometown? They'll never be able to wash the blood off their hands. Now they seek to use the infected to spark their next war to justify even greater cruelty against the infected. This does not prove their brutality. They put the torches to our field and choked our wells with ashes. They razed our villages, leaving only charred corpses behind. They slaughtered the land itself, only rubble remains. Those are the ordinary of civilians, I know. Had they not supported the war, none of these things would have happened. I believe that was not the collective will of the people of Ursus, but rather the manifestations of evil ideals. We are not fighting the people of Ursus, but against evil itself. Firewatch. This may not be Casimir's land we're standing on, but still, we will not see those atrocities repeat. It doesn't matter whether the enemy in Ursus or not. Reunion may call themselves Ursus, or they may not. But we're not here to hurt people, we're here to stop people from getting hurt. The Knights never helped us, guerrillas. Our leaders waited years, but in the end, help never came. We fought for the last alone until we were devoured by Ursus. Not many of us are still around to tell the tale. Who can I trust? How am I supposed to believe in the benevolence of Ursus' honest folk? I don't blame the Knights, especially not you, Nurl, but I keep thinking back to the time I spent fighting Ursus. I don't trust them, and I don't trust Casimir's. That was a grave mistake on the part of Casimir's knight, a mistake that they could not right, and they did not manage to protect Casimir. But at last, we can fight side by side today, Firewatch. I didn't have the chance to help you back then, but this time we fight, not for our homes, but to put an end to Ursa's atrocities. Even if we only here as support, I'm still prepared to fight for what I believe in, to die for you. To die for someone else. Not all knights are like you. But I believe this is what a knight should be. There is meaning in dying for someone else. Madame Firewatch, let this battle be my apology to you. Operator Nern, anything you need me to do? Guard area until the devices are fully operational. I mean, Luna, I don't know. For me, it's solid like 7 out of 10. Like, there's been better shows I watched, for sure. There's also been a lot of worse shows I watched, for sure. But yeah, like, solid. A solid anime for me. 4 hours ago. So, we already chosen our camouflage. After so many major combat actions, infiltration is essentially a required course of our operators. Every situation is different, but using the terrain to conceal our position is always a must. Sometimes it's snow, sometimes it's grassy plains, sometimes it's a swamp. We have different techniques every time. Lineman is here in the desert and Barrowlands to use the sand to cover your tracks. That's the trick. That's not enough though. It's just a way to cover your tracks. Rose Islands is about unilateral operations. Successful infiltration is the sum of a lot of moving parts. The information the Azadon Clinic gave us authenticated the Chernobyl blueprints I have. That means we have a solid picture of what the core city's lower levels look like. When the time comes, we'll enter through the drainage system in the foundation, but we'll need bait. We can't hook our prey without bait. Same for the hunter. Huh, yes, you're right. But given enough time, even the worst hunter can tell the difference between prey and bait. We'll have to stay out of sight long enough to prevent that. 10 AM. You don't need us to land off this up, do you, instructor? There isn't a good spot of the core city, and Reunion isn't exactly poorly equipped. They got casters too. Landing would be tricky. No need. Just make it look like we're going to land, but keep circling the city. We didn't bring a technical team. Not much we can do with just the two of us. Yeah, didn't think of that. How would you not think of that? Just kidding, instructor. Put the whip down. Ha! We got those who devised the bad guy and now this joker. You can keep us up for half an hour, can't you? Not a problem. Just keep their attention. The Reunion element in the ruins knows we have aircraft, but we can't be sure about what their people in the core city might know. Rest assured, you're riding the good boy, and he's a lot noisier than the bad guy. God damn it. It'll be all eyes on us for a solid half hour. Just watch me, instructor. I mean, yeah, I got nostalgic about a lot of animes, and that's why I tend to rewatch a lot of them. And then my opinion of them changes a lot. I see like that nostalgia just plays a big role in it. Like how I remember some scenes. Some scenes are just blender than they are just because my mind made them to be more meaningful. Careful now. Don't get us shut down. Just sit back and relax, instructor. I chauffeured Blaze and Echelon around 100 times and we never got shut down on any of those flights. Getting shut down is a one-time thing. That's what I say, it's still enjoyable. That's what a 7 out of 10 is for me. An enjoyable watch. Like 8 and 9 have to be special. 10 just has to like knock me off my heels. Well, heels, or knock me out of my socks. How do you say it? I don't know the English saying, fuck it. I literally translated it from my language, so I don't know the exact phrase in English. 10 AM, Core City outskirts. Huh? What's that? Up in the sky? Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, it's... God damn it. They're flying, the enemy brought a new weapon. What country is it from? Just shoot it down already. We don't know what it's carrying, we can't let it land. Don't panic, if it drops low enough, we'll light it up. Just don't let it out of your sight. What kind of safety features are on this thing? Are you afraid of heights, instructor? Unreal. Don't worry. If something goes wrong, we won't have time to react. The crash from pulverizers won't even be able to identify her. Yo, what a way! Jesus, what a way, like, to calm someone down. Like, just don't worry. If shit happens, it's gonna be over before you even know it. Like, you won't even know that you died. Oh wait, you didn't want that kind of, like... Oh, well, my bad. How could I not worry? I mean, but that's honestly, that's the way I would comfort people. Like, if we are in a peculiar situation, there is no way out. I would be exactly like that. Like, what are you afraid of? Like, it's either we die or not. Like, it is what it is. Amy, we managed to distract the enemy. They're what the fuck is this? What kind of bug is this? I never saw this in my life. What? What are you? Get out. Amy, we managed to distract the enemy. They're convinced we are preparing to land. Begin the operation. Attention, combat operators. A smattering of enemies is approaching our position, like a recon team for the core city. Our equipment is active. We won't let them ruin our plans. Madam Firewatch, cover me. Roger. Oh, we're in here. Oh, get closer. Come on, boys. Doggo! Wait, why there? I should have waited here. I'm an idiot. Oh fuck, do I have anything? That's not gonna be enough. Fuck, okay, redo. Let's redo this one. I need to protect 3 sides, which is gonna be not that hard, but just need 1 more Vanguard. Yada yada yada, instead of... I do want both of my archers though, and both of my healers. I'm sorry. Let's go. And also I need to position them at least one.
全員規律はしっかり守ってもらう。
戦闘態勢に入ります。
その誇り守るために。
配置についた。
Oh fuck!
始めよう。
You know what? Blow up! Ah, didn't reach! Fuck you! Ah, okay. Do I have something that works 2 units? What the fuck was that sound? I just heard something on the headphones. I was like, what the fuck was that? Yada yada yada. Now I have to make this work. Give me a second. So if the middle is the problem, position Texas there. She can block 2, right? You block 1. Yeah, I should. What do you mean today? What the fuck is wrong with it every day? Oh, what? Texas is so weak because I haven't leveled her up. Okay, again.
ま
Ah,
だよまだ努力が足りな
okay,
い
so DP is a problem for me. Quite a big problem. Which means... Where are you? Where are you, honey? I forgot I had you.
任務行く
You walk one, right? Yeah, kind of shame. Hmm. Because I have Silver Rush's ability, let's use you here.
一緒に来てくれるの皆さん出発の準備をしてくださいよろしくお願いしますちょっと乱暴だけど硬い金属とかシェルターを切り裂くのが好きなんだ
バッタウン
オスあんたなんかに負けない
Fuck.
集え我が同胞たちよ
I swear to God. I hate you.
私の後ろへ
Oh, how many of them are there? Jesus fucking Christ.
まだよまだ努力が足りない
I need something to neutralize the dogs fast. Okay, what do I have that deals AoE damage?
変わりはな
Do I
い
even have anything?
我が盟友
Oh,
よ
give me the random, please. Thank you very much. Can't sort it by cost, can you? I can't. Fuck. You can block too. Oh, have I ever collected resources to upgrade you? Oh no, I didn't. Yeah, I need the Vanguard stuff. Also, I wanna upgrade blades, so yeah. I need these. That was elite material, right? Yep. I think I got like 2 chips, was it? Yep. I'm 3 short and a lot of money short. I mean, not that much actually, wait, not that much. How do I deal with you? Also, why do I keep destroying my own squad? Give me a sec. I should just do it in another like squad select. 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5. Where is it? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's my main squad. I shouldn't touch that.
パッケージにビルドしました
Did it save? Yes, it did. Okay, let me see what I can do here. What was your first skill? But you also require a lot of DP, don't you? But that could work if I just got the DP to deploy her. But the thing is, the initial push is annoying. Yeah. Yeah, but the problem is I won't get to deploy her. I won't have enough DP to deploy her and immediately 3 of her scouts before the hounds arrive. So that won't work. 3 of her dragons, sorry. That won't work. Yeah. Maybe try default cross for this. Yeah, the problem is all of mine are a little under leveled for this. So yeah, even the base thing. Can't
教習
do
オペレーターの基
much.
準は厳しいよ。私の動きについてきて。聞いてるここだよ。走ろう。
Oh no way, I got to 17 though. Fuck.
僕からここにいたのね。持ちこたえてください。おっ、血がたぎる。ここにいたのね。ターゲットロックオン。
Fuck.
ついてきて。
Shit! 1 2 passed. Yo! And 3 passed. Yeah, there's just too many of them. Okay, maybe like that, but with more vanguards. If I get to deploying Silver Ash, I'll basically clear 2 lanes easily, but the thing is to get to deploy him. Let's see, that was a good attempt though. The best one yet, honestly.
出発の時間だって。聞いてるここだよ。配置についた。僕からこの戦いを止めたい。今よ、粉々になれ。ここだよ。治療の準備を。
Yeah.
ここにいたのね。
いいだ。
ここにいたのね。ついてきて。狙ってクリア。この槍で道を切り開く。援護する。ここだ。いい子にして。動かないで。 私の出番よ、ボーレント。
Okay.
ここだよ。チェーンソーのうなり声が聞こえる？ここだよ。ここにいたのね。
決まったか。汝らが孤児せし武勇、何人も語り継ぐことかなわぬ。
狙ってチャンスは
Okay, like that.
よーし、パラージュ。ここにいたのね。救急箱の用意はできています。目覚めよ。救急箱の用意はできています。配置についた。狙ってこのチェーンソーで真っ二つにされたくなかったら
There we go. Figure it out. Let's go. Whew.
志かなって得意満面といったところかな。聞くんよ。しかれどもおごること
Nice.
なか
Yeah, GG.
とはいえ褒めるべきは褒めねばならないかな。
Oh, okay. How late is it, by the way? Almost 9.
変わりは
Let
ない
me
か。
see. I'm tired as fuck. I feel like getting this close to an end, so feel like that's gonna be it for the story. I just wanna use up my sanity now. What of these? Also, I could have done some of the. I'll do the narration in my spare time. Fuck that. Let me get some XP because I'm gonna need it soon. Quite soon. Oh, also, I'll be right back. Give me just a second.
侵
Okay.
害では戦場で誰も救えない。
ここだよ。狙って
Okay, I'm back. Yeah, I'm kinda tired for today, so I'll probably end it like after I just grind a little bit.
あんたなんかに負けない。ここだよ。
Yeah, it should be fine. Yeah, I can do that even
ちょっ
on
と
my
から
own,
かっ
like
てあげよう。オーキッド、配置についたわ。
just boring grinding.
ここです。亡霊だってお前を救えないさ。
Yeah, it's gonna be alright. Let me just check
あなた
this
のお
for
薬です。
because
よ、
I
ボーレント。
have something I need to discuss with someone.
目覚めよ。あんたなんかに負けない。邪魔しないで。心配無用だ。戦っている時は眠らない
Okay, that's all good.
クリア。
Yeah,
全ターゲットを鎮圧。
that's about where I'll leave it then. I kinda wanna take a rest, so I'll maybe play Monster Hunter tomorrow. Big maybe though. I'll still see what I feel like. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna leave the stream here. Like, it was a quite enjoyable session. We got somewhere in the story. Like, I'll try to progress it next time even more. Like, I can't promise I'll play Arknights tomorrow or not. I don't know still. Like, I'll play whatever I feel like every day. So yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time. I hope you have a pleasant day, night, morning, whatever it is. So yeah, I'm here, bye bye!